I'm looking for exciting. I'm looking for flashy.
What is that thing?
Ridiculously ferocious striking, an unwavering, undefeated mind-dating charisma. Sugar Sean O'Malley is the most popular bantamweight and one of the biggest stars the sport has ever seen. Questionable stoppages, suspensions for banned substances.
They did give you the retroactive suspension.
This is a story of knockouts and controversy. This is Sean O'Malley's UFC Bantamweight Championship.
14 MMA fights.
And despite his inexperience,
Working on the punches.
I was so jacked. 'Cause I knew Tim. I seen him on TV. I didn't meet him personally, but
Sugar had himself a good
As long as
fight. Sean was out-grappled, and after scoring a victory in a choke.
I literally did not know how to wrestle. I didn't know what a single leg was. I remember crying, leaving practice.
About to take a turn for the controversial. Being on his way to it, Sean gets flat. And the referee stepped in between, but instead gives Sean, but none of those shots were illegal. Fans in attendance and those who have seen the footage critique Sean for playing up a foul that didn't occur, which is precisely what happened. O'Malley went on to amass a 5-fight winner at 9 wins and 2 losses. And with the experience, began his pro MMA career in 2015, quickly and spectacularly advancing his record to 7-0. And the young prospect was attracting so much attention that
I'm gonna go out there, I'm gonna knock this kid out.
Sean O'Malley! Oh, the Sugar Show!
an obvious future star in his presence, Dana on an official UFC contract.
Sean O'Malley is that thing. I like everything about him. I like his fighting style.
I know everyone says that, but I picture this. I picture me knocking this kid out. Started my little calendar. I mark it down every night. I remember waking up in the middle of the night puking. Couldn't train.
Giving us glimpses of his vast striking skill set and
still undefeated Sugar.
Oh my God, I'm speechless.
But even so, he wasn't reaching his full potential in those last 2 performances.
Vegan diet for 6 months. I just didn't feel, if he's this smart and he's telling me that, I felt my energy levels, I just felt more aggressive.
A powerful display. Back to his feet. In round 3, Sean hurt his foot and couldn't even stand.
I threw a kick and I landed and I launched off my right foot.
However, with poor decision making, that Sean endured an agonizing injury and couldn't even stand for the reading of the decision. Yes, in Sean's greatest adversity, to win a fight that perhaps would have been, Sean couldn't have been more content. But unfortunately, his next fight wouldn't happen for another 2 years. However, Sean's measly 6-month suspension,
you saw the call that I had failed in my test.
Residual from his previous failed test, he was handed another 6-month suspension by USADA, UFC's fastest rising stars. I mean, he submitted Takanori Gomi for crying out loud in March 2020 and immediately started dismantling him on the feet. He wasn't playing any games.
You had to go through all sorts of adversity to get back.
So he is going to be as good as he's ever been as he advances.
And Sean would stand across Eddie Wineland. Sean was up for the task. This performance elevated Sean to a level he had never seen before. No longer a rising UFC prospect.
You just throw on Fight Pass, watch Conor, watch him walk out. He's the man. I love Conor. I've always loved Conor.
But Sean was slated to face experienced bantamweight Marlon Chito Vera.
As fast as the starter as I am and as slow as he.
Sean was just starting to get his timing, range, and rhythm in the. This caused Sean to get drop foot.
What's wrong with O'Malley's leg?
Right
I don't know what happened.
Huge elbow from Chito.
His toe hit my nerve. I said, I'm not counting that as a loss. That shit was
I don't give a what he's saying, I knock him out.
Sean's next bout would be against the experienced Thomas Almeida.
It depends how I win. Go out there and put his lights out the way I put out Eddie's lights.
He's a good fighter.
Outstriking and outmaneuvering his opponent for.
He gets another highlight for the real.
I gotta prove a lot of stupid people.
Faced Chris Moutinho at UFC 264, piecing him up on the feet for 3 straight rounds while Moutinho kept marching forward.
Took this fight on 11 days notice.
Sean's next bout will be opposite Raulian Paiva.
And where does the clown belong? It doesn't belong in the octagon.
He's won 1 fight.
But Sean soon refocused to his immediate opposition.
99% sure I was going to pull out of this fight. I knew how many people were going to come out here and wanted to watch me fight.
The guy he beat tonight is a real guy.
We got world champions watching Sean O'Malley.
Know how controversial his next 2 fights would play out. A skilled veteran whose last 4 losses were to former or future champions. The 2 met in July 2022, where Sean unfortunately delivered an eye poke to Munoz that we later learned, and since Munoz couldn't continue, the fight was ruled a no contest.
I do feel like I won the fight, but it's not like the emotions of winning a fight. I put people on highlight reels like They're mean.
Sure. As Sean would be put on the fast track to a high-level bout.
Stylistically, I think I give him a big problem. You can't just keep turning these guys down.
As Sean was set to face former UFC champion.
This Peter Yan fight excited me so much.
Peter's style is the perfect one for you to do that, to go out there against him.
Yeah, I mean, I could see myself doing that to anybody in the division. The women here are just absolutely beautiful. Yeah, I focus on Peter. He's cute too. My prediction? I beat his ass. I just believe I'm a lot better everywhere. I'm gonna smash Peter. How about that? Is that a better answer? I will beat Pete October 22nd, 2022.
It was a contentious battle. Peter Yan hurt Sean, and Yan controlled Sean on the ground. And in perhaps the most controversial decision of the year,
Now, I'm not denying Yan won because I did think he won at the end of it.
He defended the outcome.
I just proved that in the top of the division,
I outstruck him.
A lot of people, they just hated the fact that I skipped.
Sean O'Malley was the #1 contender. And plenty of words had been exchanged.
I do believe I have the ability and the skills. He's just not as big as he looks.
Sean O'Malley presents a lot of unique issues.
You can't walk forward like that with me and cross your feet with your chin in the air, and I will find it often. He wants to grapple. I'm sure we're going to be in that front headlock position.
I'm going to body lock him. I'm going to fold him in half like a lawn chair.
I just believe that I will hit him over and over and over again.
Finally meet on August 19, 23 at UFC 292, two skilled warriors.